Hi, today I'm going to be teaching you how to paint some very simple autumn bases. I'll be putting the materials in the description, don't worry. I loved how they turned out and I hope you love them too. So let's begin. So I started by gluing sand into my vase. I went with sand, but you can use any texture paste you want. I then base coated the sand using Rhinox. I thinned it out a lot with water so it soaks well into the sand. After the vase is dry, I use Rakarth flesh to pick out any skulls I added to the miniature. Then I use Mechanicus standard grade to pick out any rocks on the base. Now that everything is base coated, I'm using Agrax Earthshade to shade everything at once. When the Agrax Earthshade is finished, I then use Carrick Stone to dry brush everything in the vase. This includes the bones, the sand, and the rocks. It's a really nice color and it will unify everything. Now this is an optional step. I'm cleaning the rim of the vase using my mold remover, but you can use the flat edge of your hobby knife. That works too. I'm preparing this to remove any bits of sand or whatever to prepare it for the base coat. Now here I'm painting the rim of the vase. You can choose whatever color matches the rest of your army, but I'm going with Citadel Corvus Black. We're doing this early and it's important because we're gonna add the grass next and you don't want to paint over any strands of grass. Now here's where the fun begins. Do yourself a favor and put down a blank sheet of paper over your models. Here I'm using an old brush to add spots of thinned down PVA glue over the texture. Then I'm gonna add AK Interactive Early Fall Grass Slug onto these spots. Tap off the excess onto the bottle and just let it dry. Now here's why I told you to put down a blank sheet of paper. Just fold the paper in half and put down the excess it has back into the bottle. Since I want to add some variance to the grass, I'm using Army Painter Highland Tufts and I'm just using a little bit of Gorilla Glue and placing them down on various spots. I usually use this to cover like mistakes or whatever. Now here I'm just using PVA glue again and painting it over random spots over the vase. Then I add a mix of Greentide Red leaves and AK Interactive Chestnut late fall foliage and adding it over the glue. Finally, I got this really nice bag from Woodland Scenics that contains really nice different shades of Clump foliage of autumn. I just pick out colors at random and I place them down using Gorilla Glue, and that's pretty much it. Here's a final close-up look of the final result. I really love how they turned out, and I hope you love them too. Leave a like button and subscribe if you like the video and you would like to see more. Thank you and have a nice day.